Here it is, man. Here is the progress. I feel it. Like I literally feel it in my bones that I'm moving in the right direction. So today, I've woken up from my night shift. I have slept for 5 hours, right? For some of you guys that don't know what my schedule is, man, I work 12-hour night shifts. Basically 13-hour night shifts by the time I get home, right? From 7 to 7. During the night, I don't really eat. Obviously, I don't sleep. And especially when it's the first night, my clock is just upset and nothing goes well. So I've come up from that, basically fasted in excess of 16 hours, slept for 5 hours, so nothing is going in my way. And today I hit 200 kilos for one, and this is on the background of hitting my PR 2 days ago. So I hit 205 kilos 2 days ago. I've got a night shift today, last night. I come in, I hit 200 kilos. This is freaking progress. This is it. Like literally, these are the signs that I look forward. I look for them because it's kind of like I guess in medicine we call it a vital sign. Where is the progress? It's not necessarily just what is your PR, but how frequently can you hit 90, 95%, 97%, whatever. Like how short of an interval can you hit impressive weights? You know, if I hit a 205 kilo PR 2 days ago, and I've come in today and I've hit a 200 kilo PR, kilo squat, that means that I'm probably moving in the right direction. Because there's no way you can, repeat, a near PR rep so close together to the PR. So I'm really, really happy with how it's all happened. I wasn't expecting to wake up this morning or this afternoon and hit this squat. Once again, the front squats are feeling like crap. I feel like I tried to, flare my toes out a little bit and sit in between my ankles a bit more. So push the knees out even more, just to, borrow some sort of verticality when it comes to my torso angle, because, clearly the enemy here is the torso angle. If you lean forward, that means you got to snap your shoulder and your traps and your wrists to keep the bar on the front rack. So it's in your best interest to keep upright. But I don't want to make it a sumo squat where I'm 2 meters apart with my stance, and I don't want it to be that way. So I need to work on my mobility. I need to work obviously through the front squat. I need to work on my upper back strength. That's lacking, and I think that's translating to my back squat as well. There's a great a glaring weakness in my upper back, which I discovered last few days through the front squats. Man, my traps are still sore. Guys, I don't bodybuild. I don't look for muscle fatigue and DOMs. That's not my thing. But my traps right now, I feel like somebody's taking a bat to them. This is the third day that I'm proper pain. I can't raise my arms above my head without pain. So the traps are smoked. Today I was really surprised that I could even back squat some decent weight, because the traps are sore to put the back, rack for the back squat, to put the bar on my back, it's sore. But anyway, managed 200 kilos. It's coming up. You'll see it in a second. And then after the 200 kilos, I ended up hitting 180 for 4 again. So we are rolling in the right direction. It's feeling good. My hips are feeling fantastic. There's no pain. Oh, it's just, I don't know, man. Last few months I've made a couple of pissed off videos where I've kind of said to you guys, man, I'm putting all this freaking effort in. Where's the damn progress, And now it seems as though that progress has come around. It's come to my doorstep. So if you're in a hurt locker, if you're all doing it tough, man, if you're whatever you're dealing with, man, just stick with it, man. Stick with that thing. Don't let up. Just go through the damn motions if you have to. Just rock up every day. Do what you have to do. Eventually it will pay off, man. Eventually, consistency, persistence, hard-headedness, faith, it will pay off, man. You just have to stick with it. There was times there a few months ago where I'm like, man, it's been so long since I've hit a PR. Why am I struggling with this damn hip pain? What is going on? And I went on this freaking voyage looking for the right exercise, the right stretch. Is it the calves? Is it this? Is it that? Is it? And finally I worked it out, man. You just got to warm up. You have to spend a lot of time below 50% of your 1 rep max. Get the blood in. Your hips will thank you for it. Your knees will thank you for it. And then when you put that work in, then you'll be able to touch some heavy weight as well, and no pain. So this is the first time in a year, man, where I've had a clean stretch where I can just go bonkers, absolutely go bonkers, with squatting and think nothing of it, man. There's no pain, there's nothing. The only thing I have to deal with is recovery, right? have a good sleep, get some food in, rest up, and that's it. And you guys know with me and my auto regulation philosophies, that if it's not there, I don't push. So if the bar is moving really slowly, I just go, that's it. I'll just leave it, wherever. But with pain, man, the bar feels shit. So I'm just in a really good space right now. In a weird way, man, like I shouldn't be in a good space in between two night shifts, man. Like for some of you guys that do nights, 12-hour nights, you know exactly how it is, man. Like your stomach turns between 3, 4, 5 a.m. Your body basically realizes you're not going to get any sleep anytime soon, and so there's like a clock that just ticks over in your body, and you just feel like death, man. You like there's nausea, and you're just basically walking around like a zombie through the freaking hospital corridors. And then I wake up this morning after 5 hours of sleep and a massive fast, and I do this. So it's really bizarre. I'm really confident that if I had all the recovery, points with me, I'd do even better. Maybe I'd get even, a few more reps. By the way, I actually did 140 for 10 here, leading up to the training max today. So it's funny, man. Like, I put 140 times 10 on the way up to 200 kilo times 1. So, I am in a good space right now. The thing on my mind right now is just to kind of get better at the front squat. This is what's on my mind right now, because I feel like I've almost kind of defined what feeling poppy means to me, man. I've said it in the past. Like the word poppy came into my mind when you have days where you unrack the bar, right? You unrack the bar, you're doing a training max or whatever, heavy weight, and the weight feels heavy on your shoulders. That to me is poppy. Like you are poppy. Like it feels light to you, man. You can pop up with it, I feel like the day, and now I'm thinking about it like a bit more. I feel like the reason I was getting poppy on some of those days is when I was doing a lot of deadlifting and a lot of GHDs. And I think that's related to your upper back, mid back stimulation, hypertrophy, strength in the mid back and upper back. Because for me, like when I do front squats, like for instance today, man, 200 felt light when I unracked it. And I think that's because your upper back has no problem stabilizing the bar. By the way, this is 200. Man, it's smoked it, man. Man, I squatted that like my ass was on fire. So the poppiness, I feel like, man, who would have thought I'm telling you guys that the upper back has something to do with the squat? But it does. Because if you think about it, this is what I'm thinking about right now. If your upper back is weak, and you're in the bottom of the squat, ATG, and you start pushing up the bar, and your thoracic spine does not have the ability to stabilize or to constantly extend the back, and it starts to round, then once the head rounds, then that puts more pressure to the mid back, to the lower back, and then you lose all integrity of the system, and then you have to drop the bar. But if your thoracic spine, which is the furthest away from your hip, right, so it's like a whole long lever, if your thoracic spine, the end of that stick of your spine, remains strong, that means the mid back works less, that means the lower back works less, and then the hips work less. So in a way, you need a really strong upper back, and I think that's what the front squats do for us. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking right now. That's my focus for training right now. I'm loving it, man. I'm feeling I'm going in the right direction. The front squats are making me feel good. The hip is feeling fantastic. Anyway, we're gonna get some food in and go back to this night life, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys.